Good morning. My name is Chris Fox, and today I'm going to offer you a 3-step recipe for success: visualization, purpose, and time to action. You control those 3 things and you can accomplish almost anything. And when I say almost anything, I mean if you want to be in the NBA and you're 5'2" and 87 years old, probably I can't help you. But if you want to be an internationally best-selling author, if you want to drop weight, if you want to pick up a new skill, if you want to meet the love of your life, all of these things are within your grasp if you put in the proper type of effort. So I'm going to walk you through what I've used to make changes to my life. And one of the first things I wanted to change, it took the longest, I wanted to look like Brad Pitt in the movie Troy. This is one of my most compelling visions. I cut out a picture of Brad Pitt from Troy and I cut off his head and I put my head on there. And I knew this is what I wanted to look like. I wanted to be an incredible, fantastic, like the movie 300 shape. Like, wow, my muscles have muscles. And that vision is way more compelling than, let's say, I want to lose 10 pounds by Christmas. What is your life going to be like if you lose 10 pounds by Christmas? Is it going to be different? I mean, maybe you'll fit into a new size of pants, but how is it going to be different? Not very. Your vision has to be compelling. It has to be, whoa, this is all the stuff I'm going to get. And that's going to be amazing, because otherwise you're not going to do the work necessary. Once you've fleshed out your vision, really that's kind of just a wish. You're like, man, I wish I had this thing. You've got to define a purpose. And this is the fuel that's going to get you to that destination. This is your why. Why are you doing what you're trying to do? So if you look at me wanting to look like Brad Pitt in the movie Troy, it's because I wanted the respect of women and the respect of men. So I wanted women to desire me and men to fear and respect me in a way they hadn't. And if you've ever been severely overweight and or scrawny, you know, especially as a man, how dismissed you are by other men in their company. Like, you're not a threat. They dismiss you as not a threat. It's very much that guy's predator, your prey, know your place. And it sucks to know that you're prey. And it sucks to know that anybody can just kind of have their way with you and that you're weaker than everyone. So I didn't want that anymore. And this part is very important, the idea of purpose. You can't lie to yourself. You're going to be tempted to be like, oh, I have this altruistic version of myself, and those are the reasons why I want to do this. No, 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 no. Be honest. Do you want to get laid? Do you want the respect of your peers? Do you want revenge? Whatever the reason is, be honest about what it is, because your vision and purpose have to be in lockstep, and the two are going to form kind of a feedback loop in your head. And what's going to happen is your brain's reticular activating system is going to kick into effect. And for those that aren't familiar with it, I've talked about it many times on the channel. Your reticular activating system is the part of your brain that notices things. So if you look around your room and you look for the color blue, and there's any blue anywhere, you will instantly see it. Now, the blue is always there, but you didn't notice it until your brain realized there was significance. It's like, oh, blue's significant right now, that's blue. It will do that for anything. So if you have a vision in your head of, I'm supposed to be an international best-selling author, then it's going to do everything it can to make you be that. And anytime it notices something that'll get you closer to that goal, it's going to point it out to you, and it's going to register in your conscious mind. You've got to have the vision. You got to have the purpose for that to kick in. But the last part, this is the part that's new and that probably you haven't heard elsewhere, or if you have, not like this. I call it time to action. And it's defined very simply as the time from I know I have to take this action to advance my vision to me actually taking the action. How long of a time is this? Is it long? Is it short? And when I started, the time was NA. It didn't happen. I'd given up on life. I didn't think I could improve. And because I couldn't improve, I wasn't going to try. So I never improved. The first step I took to start improving, I raised my time to action to 7 months. In February of, I want to say like 2009, my buddy Trevor had just graduated from college, and my friends and I realized, wait a minute, it took him 10 years, but he got there. So I said to myself, well, why don't I start? It'll take me 10 years, but by the time I'm in my early 40s, I'll have a degree. But it was February, and the next semester didn't start until September. So from February, when I knew I needed to take an action, until September, my time to action was 7 months, and I did nothing. And then in 7 months, I took a course and I loved it and it was great. But I realized very quickly that 6 to 7 months time to action wasn't going to get the job done. I didn't want to be entering the job field in my early 40s and not advancing in that time. I needed to be faster. And this is where the reticular activating system kicked in. So I know I need to improve things. I know it's not working. And my brain is looking for things that will get me to my various visions that I have set up. As luck would have it, my friend at work, Nora, both of us were very socially awkward. We decided, hey, listen, we're going to go to Toastmasters. She invited me. I went with her. And every Monday night from 6 to 9 p.m. for, 5 years, we went and gave speeches and learned about body language and learned about pregnant pauses and learned how to speak and lead and all these skills. And I started to see, wow, time to action 1 week is the first level at which I get real change. I can see my skill set changing and developing. I'm becoming a different person. So I went back to one of my first visions, which was the Brad Pitt one that I mentioned. I wanted to be in fantastic physical shape. And at this point, I'm like, 290 pounds. I have zero muscle on my body. Over the next 6 months, I went to the gym every day. So now my time to action is daily. And 6 days a week, I am kicking my own butt at the gym and losing weight like mad. I drop 60 pounds, put on a bunch of muscle. I start seeing things are possible. But I don't have anybody to date, and my job is trash, and I hate it, and I want something better. So I keep saying to myself in my head, there's got to be another way. Like, time to action daily is amazing, but is there something faster? There is. Time to action 0. And this is where the magic happens. If your time to action is 0, you're like, identify the action, I do it. Identify the next action, I do it. Identify the next action, I do it. This is where all your heroes come from. So if you've seen somebody break out in any industry, be it as an author, be it as an actor or whatever, influencer, they were probably time to action 0. And they were probably just go, 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 go as they pursued their dream and knocked out milestone after milestone after milestone. I, at the time, worked in a collections department making $12 an hour. My reticular activating system kicked in again when I flew up to Portland, Oregon to visit with a girl I'd met in World of Warcraft. I had a wonderful time. Thanks for showing me around, Megan. It was a great weekend. But the most important part of that trip was Megan had the very first iPhone. I'd never seen an iPhone before. In fact, nobody had because they were brand new. Everybody had flip phones. Your phone did not take pictures for the most part. You definitely weren't browsing the web. There was no music on your phone. Your phone had very few features. And all of a sudden, the smartphone was invented. And I saw that it had apps on it. And Megan explained to me these apps came from an app store. That is where the reticular activating system is. This is your moment, Chris. There's going to be a smartphone in every person's pocket on the planet, and they're all going to need apps. And the people who can make those apps are going to get rich. So I formulated a new vision, which was I want to be an app developer, an iPhone developer. And over the next 18 months, I taught myself to be an iPhone developer. I became a competent software engineer without going to school, which is books and learning and building apps. Found myself a job, doubled my salary. So I went from 36,000 to about 72,000. Then I got another big jump when I went to 6 figures. I started working at a different startup. And within a couple of years, I was making $130,000 a year as a software engineer. Whereas 4 years earlier, I had been making $30,000 in a call center. All because I decided I'm going to teach myself these skills and learn them. And would it work today? No. I mean, programming is no longer the hot new thing. But there's always some hot new thing. There's always some new thing you can be learning, doing, or creating to improve yourself. And if you have a time to action 0, you're going to get there faster than anybody else, and you're going to get it to market before anybody else, and you're going to get rich. So that's, in essence, how it works, the 3-step recipe. Make a vision, any part of your life you want to change. Know what your purpose for that is, and these have to be aligned. If your vision is not good enough, you won't want to accomplish it. I've done this so many times where it's like, okay, I've already accomplished a bunch of stuff, but now I'm going to accomplish this thing. But unfortunately, the vision just wasn't there. So like, I kind of want it, but not really. If the vision's not compelling, you're not going to do the work. Same with the purpose. If you lie to yourself about your purpose and it's not there, you're not going to have the fuel to make this happen. So even though I had a time to action 0, I tried a bunch of goals and my vision and my purpose were not in sync, so I couldn't get it done. And for the past 2-3 years, I've been sort of stagnating, trying to figure out what my next move is because I didn't have a vision and I didn't have a purpose. Now I do. And all of a sudden, my force is back. I am like a force of nature again, able to accomplish anything that I want because I have all 3 pieces. So hopefully this is useful to you. Expect to see a lot more of me in the future. There's going to be primarily motivation-based videos on this channel, but there'll be occasionally stuff for writers. I am plotting a new first in series called Heir to Atlantis. First book's already written, working on the second book now. And I'll probably put up a video talking about in 2025, like how do you write a book from scratch? and we'll go over the plotting process of that. So there will be a few writing videos, but most of the stuff I'm putting out is going to be motivation based. There's going to be a lot more books for me on the horizon, a lot more role-playing games as well. I have enjoyed my, kind of 2 to 3 years of sort of recharging and getting back to basics. And now I'm ready to work again, and I'm excited about it. So anyway, again, I hope this video is useful. I'm going to get back to the writing, and I will see you guys next week.